Yeah, there was more pressure from Mina. Doon na nag-grow yung pressure after Asian Games. Kasi dun sa top 3 standing in Asian Games, the first one was a SEA Games country, yung Indonesia, the same girl
Um,
that won in 2017. Pero
yeah.
kasi yung catch doon, she retired na when she won in Asian Games. The second,
Oh.
yeah, so the second place was Hong Kong, which wasn't a SEA, which wasn't a SEA country. And then the third one was me. So
Mm.
meaning, wala na yung first, wala na yung second. So meaning everyone was gunning for Mina, which
Yeah.
I haven't dealt with that amount of pressure.
Mm.
I've dealt with it before siguro nung 2017 I've dealt with a little bit of pressure, pero nung 2019 grabe yung pressure, as in lalo na na dito siya magaganap, like nung January pa lang everyone was getting me interviewed, like they wanted to know am I gonna win, ganun. Lalo na nung 2 months before, sabi ng coach ko, sa sobrang daming gusto mag-interview, sabi ng coach ko, bawal na mag-interview kasi it will mess with my head. So that's what we did. Hindi na ako nag-interview.
Oh,
Tapos
okay.
wala, hindi na ako nag-interview. And then after I went to China for 4 months noong 2019. And then I returned September, and then I went back to China ng October to play for the World Championship. So sabi ng coach namin, sa World Championships, based on your ranking, dun nila ibe-base yung SEA Games level mo. And then, yung isang event ko, I got top 5. So dun sa 5 na yun, first is China, hindi siya SEA Games country.
Mm.
Second is Japan, hindi siya SEA Games
Yeah.
country. Pero yung third and fourth, Singapore and Vietnam, they ranked higher than me, and then I was fifth. So
Mm.
I got concerned kasi yun yung sabi ng coach ko, like based on the world rankings, they're gonna base it sa SEA Games. And then after the World Championship, sabi ng coach ko, it's okay, don't think about Singapore and Vietnam na. Like, wag mo na silang isipin kasi all that matters is SEA Games. Tapos, you can still improve. So, that's what we did. Tapos, wala. It wasn't only me kasi everyone was having nerves na. They, like, nagkakamali na sila more often kasi nga yung pressure. Tapos, minsan, tinatapon na nila yung weapons nila because, we were so close to giving up kasi nga yung pressure, and then everyone kept expecting na kailangan perfect, kailangan walang mistakes, gano'n. So, wala, you could see na siguro the energy as a team that we gave, parang it wasn't really a good energy. Tapos I tried to steer away from that. Pero kasi hindi mo talaga maiiwasan since they're your teammates. And I was part of that process. So, I think on the day of my first event, I was so unlucky kasi I got my period. Tapos I think for guys who don't know this, when girls get their period on their first day, um they have cramps, tapos they don't feel good, they feel
Mm.
queasy, they feel like vomiting. So parang that was the first sign, I guess, na I took na parang, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a bad day.
Uh,
Tapos yeah, tapos bugbog na yung knee ko kasi I was training, I've been training a lot. And then my back then, it was sore. Tapos pagdating ko sa arena, lalaki yung coach ko. So I had to tell him, sabi ko, coach, I had my period. So, tapos sabi niya sa akin, it's okay, just get this over with. Tapusin mo na, and then you can rest for the entire duration of the day. So inisip ko na lang, I couldn't take medication to help with the
mm.
menstrual cramps kasi may drug test. So,
Bawal.
tiniis ko siya. Yeah, tiniis ko siya. And then, inisip ko na lang na parang, it's okay, I can rest after this. It's okay, it's okay. So, parang, we were all scared. I was scared kasi I was the first event, and then I think I was the first one up. No, yeah, the first one up ata, or the fifth one. Either that. Tapos, it was my first time to go in the arena and then hear like the crowd. They were really noisy, and they were noisy for me.
Yeah.
Tapos, I got really nervous, honestly.
Mm.
I think that was the time na parang I had to block everything out. Tas just think na parang, just finish this, just finish this. And then after my first event, I didn't know if I was in the leading, but so they flashed my score. Tapos, after that, parang my interviews and stuff like that. And then I ran to the bleachers, and then I tried to find my parents. Tapos when I saw my dad, I started crying na. Actually, before that, paakit pa lang ako ng bleachers na ano ko pa nga, na salubong ko pa yung isang former coach ko. I was crying na, Tapos parang he said, "Congrats, congrats." Tapos I didn't know if I won. And then I
Oo.
hugged my dad, I hugged my mom. I was crying. And then my family relatives were also crying kasi I was so relieved kasi it's finally done. I didn't know if I won, I didn't know if I lost. Basta it was done and I parang this whole pressure was lifted off my shoulders. So parang that's the reason I cried. So parang I think people associate me with the picture of me biting my medal tas I was crying.
Mm.
Um,
I remember.
kasi sabi nung media, ano, kagatin mo yung medal mo, kagatin mo yung medal mo.
Yeah.
Tapos I was like, okay, yun. So yun, it was a really memorable thing kasi yung chairman ng PSC yung nagbigay ng medal, si
Oh, yeah.
William Butcher
Yeah.
Ramirez. And then I was, umiiyak ako nun tapos sabi niya sa'kin, "Forgotten country." Tas lalo lang ako umiyak kasi it's true, it's really forgotten country. So
Mm.
yun.
So yung sinasabi mo rin daw nung interview after the SEA
Mhm.
Games na you weren't really satisfied with your performance, like you felt you could have done better. So anong aspect ba of your like of your performance that you felt you could have done better pa kasi parang you weren't that satisfied yet. And yun nga, you weren't sure if you were gonna win.
I think I'm the type of person kasi na ano, honestly, I'm the type of person who would be okay with being second, third, fourth, and fifth. Kasi pag first ka na, you don't really have anyone to beat na. So parang
Mm.
naisip ko like, how can I be better? So inisip ko yung form ko. I think there were some corrections lang na I needed to polish, mga ganon. So that's why I said na I think I could have been better kasi I could have improved more on the details, which hindi naman siya masyadong noticeable sa routine. Pero syempre, as an athlete, I always want to embrace the opportunity to correct my mistakes. So that's what I did. After the SEA Games, I tried to review everyone's forms and also mine. Yun.